Creating a music festival from scratch is no easy task, let alone in a hard-to-reach mountain range. But the inaugural Tsinandali Festival, which takes place in Kakheti on a 17th century wine estate, is about much more than entertainment. The goal is to create a pan-Caucasian youth orchestra, composed of young talent from countries that don't always get along: Armenia, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, to name a few, and build unity through music.
This is not political at all. We decided to call it Pan-Caucasian Youth Orchestra because we think it makes sense. First of all, there is no analogy in this part of the world, and also Caucasia. We are also Caucasian. There's many, let's say, misunderstandings, and in the historically and even nowadays. And I think this is a kind of good message to everyone to give chance to young talents to become a friend. And if our generations or before generation couldn't manage this, maybe they can do this.
The idea of building a pan-Caucasian orchestra was key in convincing some of the world's most prestigious names in classical music to get involved.
Music, which is a really universal language, doesn't need any kind of translation, can really make people from countries that are not completely friendly between them, just to try to talk through the music, and that also try to establish a relationship between them. I think that we'll have a big social impact in this area. My duty here is just to take all this huge energy and try to convey all this energy, try to really put all the effort and all the talent these young people have just to make music. In a way, I'm doing my job. I am a conductor, but in some moment I am also a teacher. So how to combine these two things, I think, is very fascinating for me in this situation.
To many of the young musicians here, some are in their 20s, others in their teens, this is the first taste of playing in an orchestra, being away from home and living in close quarters with diverse cultures.
Ես սիրում եմ համ դասական երաժշտություն, համ ավելի ալտերնատիվ ջազ երաժշտություն, ու շեփորը հենց այն գործիքներ, որ կարողանում էր այդ ամեն ինչը միաձուլել։ Այսինքն այդ գործիքով հնարավոր էր նվագել թե դասական երաժշտություն, թե ջազ երաժշտություն։ Ու տենց էլ հենց որոշեցի, որ այդ գործիքն է։ Պատասխանատվությունը շատ մեծ էր փառատոնի, հենց առաջին իսկ օրվանից, ու աշխատելով նման մարդկանց հետ, ուղղակի պետք է մաքսիմալ զգոն լինել ու շատ կարողանալ լավ դրսևորել։ Մեր երաժիշտների միջավայրը շատ դրական է, շատ մաքսիմալ ջերմ ու մաքսիմալ թափանցիկ, փորձում ենք իրար օգնել, ինչ-որ մի բան սովորել մեկս մյուսից, մաքսիմալ ջերմ։
The two-week festival presents a unique opportunity that the musicians may never have scored elsewhere on their own. In their native countries, there often simply isn't a strong classical music scene. By the end of the festival, many a career may well take off. But as though the task weren't difficult enough, Maestro Gianandrea Nozeda chose to make a statement and kick off with Gustav Mahler's Titanic Second Symphony.
First of all, I think Mahler is much difficult than any composer to play for orchestra. Everything what is after Mahler, I'm not saying that it's less difficult, but it's mentally much easier because you already did such a big thing. It's an amazing experience because a lot of people, they would never play Mahler here. I don't think in Georgia they ever made Mahler. I don't think in Azerbaijan they making it so often, or in Armenia, or even in Ukraine they don't play Mahler. Yes, so I mean for all countries, for all kind of people, young, a bit older, 20-something, and already working orchestra or head orchestra experience. It's huge work, huge experience, and a huge opportunity to, for us musicians to talk.
The vision of Tsinandali is ambitious: a new musical tradition in the Caucasus and to build a world-class orchestra. But it is this ambition and message of friendship that distinguishes it from any counterpart and safeguards its future success.
I don't like the word exportable. We are not, despite that everybody wants to talk to us about the music industry, we don't see ourselves as industrialists, but what we are doing here is definitely unique. I mean, you can have an orchestra in the United States that will be musicians from, Alaska, Missouri, upstate New York, but it won't carry the same message and won't create the same special feeling to see a musician from Turkey sitting next to a musician from Armenia. Shows that people, after all, are brothers, and harmony is something that can be achieved, and music is definitely one of the major tools to make it happen.
For Monocle in Georgia, I'm Malcolm Chadrogian.